Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Lashes from the Lisa Lashes School of Music, and you are listening to the LLSOM Kickstart to Your Musical Journey podcast.
All right. Welcome to the Lisa Lashes School of Music podcast. I'm here with an artist by the name of Celia, and you go by your actual artist name, which I believe is, what is it called?
So it's Morsil.
Morsil.
Yes.
Excellent. Good stuff. All right. So right off the bat, how are you feeling? You doing good?
I'm good, and you? All good?
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah. Nice sunset in the background.
Yes, I have the window here. It was raining all day, but now it's the
Yeah.
sun. It opened up a bit, so.
Whereabouts are you based?
So I'm in Portugal.
In Portugal. Good.
Yes, belongs to Porto, the district of Porto. It's a small town.
Awesome. Yeah. You think it wouldn't rain there, would you?
Well, it rains more than people think.
Yeah.
Rains here too. But,
Yeah, kind of the same there. Like you wouldn't expect it to be sunny because it's portrayed as so grey and rainy all the time, but it comes out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, you never know nowadays.
All right, so first off, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself and what you do?
I'm Morsil. I don't make this as my way of living. I have a full-time job, but on my free time, I like to hear music and play it as well. And that's it.
Awesome stuff. Brilliant. All right, so I want to take you right back to the start. So, what first got you into music?
So it's a funny story because I never thought about being a DJ. Never. It happened in my life, and because of Lisa Lash's School of Music, I was living in the UK. I lived there for 3.5 years. And in the middle of my time there, I went to the School of Music. This opportunity came out. My boyfriend at the time really was into techno. I actually even met techno with him. Until then, it was more like metal, rock, System of a Down, Queen of Stone Age,
Right.
a bit of drum and bass as well.
Oh yeah.
So never actually been into techno. So introduced me, and then it was a great opportunity because a free course, 12 weeks, and I was working at the time full time as well, but I managed to get my days off to go to the course, and then it was really just for fun, let's do something nice, let's do something different.
Yeah.
And then it ended up with me actually being a DJ and playing, and so it happened. I never thought about it.
Yeah, some of the best things do just happen like that, don't they?
Yes, and it was one of the best things that happened in my life, really, because more than being a DJ, and the music has been really helping me discovering myself, being on my own world and developing myself as well. It's really cool. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
No, it's true.
All right, it can be life-changing, and through that, you've got many favorite artists that probably crop to mind that probably helped you like change your life. So is there any like particular artist that you've got in mind that really inspires you to get involved with music, or just helps you fall in love with it?
There's one artist that it's really my inspiration, if I can say like that. That is Oscar Mulero.
Okay.
I really love his stuff. But then as I kept going on discovering, I have a lot of artists that not as much of the music that they play in a way, but the artists that they are, the work that they do,
Yeah.
So I have starting with the ladies, I have Adriana Lopez, the Lady Machine, Dasha Rush, Elena Hoff. Then the boys, I have Regis for the boys. Looks later. Norbach, Luis Fauci.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like how you mentioned that there's artists that inspire you outside of music itself. So it's like almost the person that they are, like the values that
Yeah.
they might have, that will probably inspire you definitely. Like
Yes.
who's like top of your list for that kind of artist, someone that you admire as a person?
Well, for the ladies, Adriana and Adriana Lopez and the Lady Machine, as I said. For guys, Fauci and Norbak, really like them. And I think that really inspires me with these two is that they are Portuguese as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, what we have is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me look at them and work hard too.
Did you ever have like a light bulb moment where you've experienced something to do with music or even outside of music where you thought, right, this is it. This is what I want to go for. This is one of my passions and I want to dedicate myself to it now.
It was a process. So I didn't really have that bold thing. A trigger moment for me was when I was doing the course. They were making up a party in the end of the course with two of the classes, and they were selecting a few students to play, and I was one of the selected. So that was a trigger point for, okay, so maybe I'm doing something right.
Yeah.
And that really made me think, like, if they think that I can and that I have the skills in a way, why don't I, or why don't think about it and try to actually see what I have inside of me that I can, explore. And then as the time passes by and I try and I started to find out more the kind of music techno that I liked and start to play. It was like little by little, start to grow in me, and that it got to a point, and especially then with the pandemic, that we had to stay at home. Exploring music, and I was like, no, this is really what I really want to do, even if I just play alone at home. I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
this is the stuff, like exploring, searching, trying, playing. Yes.
You mentioned the COVID's, which is probably it's impacted so many artists, like especially
Yes.
because they're staying at home all the time. So did
Yeah,
COVID really like help you kind of
it
started?
did, because I came back from the UK end of 2019, and I had a few parties straight as I came. And then my last party was on Women's Day in 2020. Yeah. And then everything shut down. So that moment, that big time that we had, it really helped me to focus on me, and was really important. When things start to open again and I start even going to parties, you were talking about a bold moment. And then, okay, what if I'm there? I start looking at the DJ booth of certain clubs. Like, I never thought about it on being on that side, but now probably I can if I work for it, and that was it. Yeah.
This Lisa Lash's course is especially a great way of getting your foot in the door, pretty much, and because you're getting hands-on experience with what it
Oh
could
yes, definitely, and especially because the courses were on the platform club. I think they still are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a really awesome club. We had two areas really well equipped, so it was that thing of really hands-on, and that only we had a lot of students, so we almost started getting the vibe. It was awesome. Lisa and all the team, and this opportunity was really life-changing for me, and I will always be grateful for that, because I never thought of being DJ. It's amazing. It's really cool.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. That makes me feel really good about being a part of it.
Yes, and then I see it like everything that I accomplished. It will always be a bonus. you know. So it's really great.
So, is there anything outside of music that inspires you as an artist?
Well, I love to read. I love to go to museums, to galleries, and I really love to just go to the nature. You know, we have quite a few mountains here around, around us. So just get in the car and go and just stay there on top of it, just hearing nothing but the silence and the wind.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What genre of music do you prefer the most out of all of them?
Techno.
Yeah, straight up
Yeah.
techno.
Yes, the more hypnotic and textured one, dark. Uh, yeah, but then I keep hearing rock and metal and so I think it's cool that we don't have a no that we don't focus on just one thing. Keep your mind open and yeah. It's cool.
So, what is your typical method for writing a song? Whether that could be, it could be lyrics or a melody or just a whole song in general. Do you have like a particular method that you go for?
As in producing.
Yeah, it can be either writing from scratch or producing itself or a bit of both.
So I don't write lyrics and producing wise. How can I say it? I only edit one track so far,
Okay.
and it's not really my favorite one. So I'm still working on it. You know, I had a few courses. I even played some tracks of mine at some parties, but it's not quite there yet. I start with the drums and then go to the synth and then percussions maybe after, maybe before, depending on how it goes. But I haven't been releasing stuff, or I don't have really that experience to talk about how I produce because I'm still discovering. So yeah.
It's a long journey with producing. There's always little nooks and crannies that you can learn about.
Yes, and I'm not really like rushing, you know. I'm
Good.
going with the flow. Sometimes I feel that you should work harder on this, but then I don't feel right. I'm not rushing things. I'm going as I feel like. I go to Ableton. I work with Ableton, the Dawn software. I go when I feel I have to, and then, we'll see.
Has there been an aspect of your life that where music has had like a really big impact on? So it could be like anything outside of like just making music itself.
Really, as I said, the thing of discovering myself, you know, putting myself in a position and thinking of me in a way that I never thought, and discovering stuff about me, and that I had some techniques that I never thought that I would have, or that skills, or I don't know. And especially the thing about creating my own world, you know, I feel that with the music I have like this bubble that I can be, and I never felt that before. And yeah, and even before, like, listen to other kinds of music. Now I really have that. Well, I'm more connected in a way, and I'm more focused, and I spend a lot more time on it. But the main thing that really gave me, then I'm super happy that it happened, is that I'm discovering myself. You know, I'm evolving as I go, and it's really amazing. It's the best thing that I can take from it.
I love
It
that.
really is.
It's giving you like a ton of confidence then.
Yes, and A bit of sense or more, something that didn't know, but of who I am, who I want to be, person on itself, and not the thing of being, oh, I want to be a DJ. No, but it's really it's been a more introspective process
Hmm.
than extrospective one.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, that's really that's it. Yeah.
Zen stuff. I love it. So, like, have you played many gigs before?
Before what? Until now?
It's just in general. Have you ever played any gigs?
So when I came, so this was 2018, my first gig, 30 minutes on the Platform Club.
Yeah, yeah.
On that, then I was living there, but I had some friends making some parties here, so I came like 2-3 times during the 2019. Then when I came, I had like 5-6 gigs. I don't know, not as many. But I played in Porto, I played in Braxo, around in a really nice clubs, Maus and stuff. Then pandemic, so nothing. But during the pandemic, I had the chance to make streams, like I mean, like all of us, pretty much.
Yeah.
But that connected with me with people. That was really cool. Online festivals as well. That made me know more people from this area of the music that I had no idea. I didn't know them. And then when things start to kicking off again after the pandemic, things are getting a nice pace. I'm not playing every weekend or nothing like that, but I'm playing in nice places. And more than that, I'm feeling that people invite me because they like what I do, and that's really cool. That's so more than being playing all weekends or stuff. I just want to go because people, okay, this girl, she seems she knows what she's doing, so
Yeah.
let's give her a chance, and that makes me super happy. So I go as I go with the flow in a way.
Yeah. How did it feel to kind of go back to playing live after lockdown? It was so long since we could actually go back to playing in venues again.
Well, it was it was really nice. Although I didn't have many experience before, but was really cool was that sense of finally I'm here again.
Yeah.
Like yes, I'm still here or coming back a little. And it was the sense of freedom, of seeing people dancing in front of me without masks, without because it was a very dark times. We couldn't be together, or we had to be in small groups, and well, so was the thing of okay, let's like almost breathe again.
This is a bit of a weird one, but have you ever had a worse performance or a bad gig where something has gone bad, but you've learned like something, I guess, significant from it?
Like a bad gig. I always end up my sets thinking, maybe I could have chosen that track instead of that one. There's always something that I don't ever think that something was perfect. No, there's always something that I can improve. And I mean, I'm not that experienced, so there's a lot of things I have to improve. And but more than it's that sense of I can do better. I will work to do better. And that's the thing that I try to think and try to analyze in a way when I finish. And yeah, that's it. But like bad thing of shit happening so far, no.
I like what you were saying there. Like, there's kind of, as you're saying, there's no bad gig really. Like, every gig is a good opportunity, and you've always got room to grow as an artist. Like you were saying, like, not just sticking with one genre, you've got many, and the more that you go in life with music and with all these gigs, like, yeah, the more it becomes an introspective freedom, like you were saying before. What is like the best advice that you've ever been given as an artist?
Wow. Trust yourself.
Trust yourself. Yeah.
You know, trust what you feel. Trust what you like. Don't try to go with I don't know whether other people are doing, or no, go with what you feel, what you like. Be true to yourself, you know. And I think that's it, because if you follow that let's say that rule, that if you have that in mind, you will always put the best of yourself on it, you know, because you will always try to be yourself. And I think that's the most important thing. Not try to copy or to be like, or, you know, just be you.
Yes.
I think that applies to life in general, but
No, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely bang on. I really, really relate to what you're saying there about not like confining to anything, because I've been in a band myself and we tried to write pop music where we're catering to radio, but we never actually enjoyed it, and that actually sucked the life out of it. So it's like you were saying, like just trusting yourself, do your own thing to the best of your limits, and well, surpass your limits as an artist, and you'll feel great.
Yeah, that's the thing. You will know that you did the best you could. You know, so, and you will find tools in yourself that, I mean, you're looking in yourself, right? So you can find things that you didn't know that were there. But if you're looking for someone else, what they're doing, I mean, you have to focus on you. And I think this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would, is there anything you'd change about the music industry?
Well, I think there's a lot of unfairness. You know, there are a lot of good artists that are not as recognized. There are a lot of artists that are recognized for a lot of stuff, but the music, or not as much as the music.
Mm-hmm.
I think social media is shit. Doesn't focus on what is important. Yes, it's a tool. Yes, it's the world we live in, but I think doesn't put our eyes on the on what's important.
Yes,
You know?
it's true. It doesn't really set you on the right path a lot of the time
Yes.
from what you
Yeah.
see on there.
Yes. And then, of course, I could talk about woman versus man, and or even the LGBTQ community and opportunities for everybody. But well, we could be here all night talking about.
We could. Like, that is, it's a worthy discussion though, and I'm glad that you've brought it up. Like,
Yeah.
you know, case in point at the Grammys, like when they talk about hip hop, like they don't actually refer to it as hip hop anymore. It's like urban music, something like that. It's just little stuff like that that just really seems out of touch with like the corporate side of music.
Yeah. We have to, I don't know, go and try to find the light.
Yeah.
In the middle of the
Love that. I'm gonna take that away with me. Unfortunately, I think we've reached the end of our interview here for tonight, but fortunately, it happens, and it has been an absolute pleasure being able to talk to you.
Yes, likewise. Thank you. And I just want to say big thanks to Lisa, Deborah, all the team. Thank you. It will always be a place in my heart for everything. No, it was an amazing opportunity, and it has been giving me so much and still gives, you know. So it was really life-changing. So I recommend everybody go.
But just before we wrap up here, would you mind giving us your social media, or like any platforms that you're on?
Yes, so I'm on Instagram, Morsil, Morsil, Facebook as well, Resident Advisor, Morsil, just Morsil.
Good stuff. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Morsil. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.